Oh, hi there. You know what I'm doing? I'm looking at a bunch of Stuff and Sam videos featuring, of course, the brilliant mind of Brandon Rogers. I came across one called Sam's Not Having It, which was posted to YouTube in February of 2016, and it's the absolute first video that Brandon and I did together as the team of Sam and Donna. I'd met him about a month earlier at an audition, which I didn't get, but we exchanged information. He called me a couple of weeks later and said, would you like to be in one of my projects? And I said, hell yes, of course I would. I didn't really even know who the hell he was at the time. But we got together at my house. You're going to see in this, he refers to it as the Hippity House. It was my house, and we turned it into a sound stage, and we created a whole bunch of Donna and Sam, or Sam and Donna videos. This was the absolute first one, and it begins with our wonderful camera guy called Gabriel Gonzalez, and he off camera asked Sam, so tell us your name. And here goes.
So tell us your name.
My name? Well, I'm Sam, and I'm 38 years young. Excuse me, Chinese man. This is my hippity house. I like to do a lot of creative fun poses here. This one's called counterattack. This one's hat time.
All
Pillow
ad
party,
lib.
falling swan, and something just popped. Let's go outside. Asshole, you locked me out. My roommate Donna.
Asshole, you locked me out. That was the first appearance of Donna in any of the Sam and Stuff, or Stuff and Sam, or Sam videos. The first words were, asshole, you locked me out. And the rest, well, is history.
I was asleep on a goddamn anthill last night. Feels like I popped open a bottle of Tabasco with my...
Got a few demons up here, but Jesus is my helmet.
I love collecting stained glass lamps.
I do. I collect stained glass
I
lamps.
collect salmon.
There's a 2-for-1 sale on baby powder.
I collect salmon. I never said that line. It's one of the most iconic lines associated with Donna. I never said it. I said the line I was trying to say was, I collect sandwiches. And in the editing process, Brandon changed that to salmon. Have no idea why, but that line has become an iconic line that's associated with Donna. It was made up. I never said it.
Jesus is my helmet. I'm not helmet.
What was your favorite job?
I was a ball pit supervisor for a good decade.
Why did you quit?
Hypodermic needle, food stamp, parole officer. Honey, these are all yours.
My name ain't asshole.
Hear you right now. I'm trying to enjoy my meal.
That's not milk.
Being homosexuals, just doing God's work. Yet I'm stuck.
He's stuck in an orb.
Look at these air orbs.
Put it down there. No, the other way. Turn it over. Jesus. That's real good.
Listen, my house has a little 2-car garage in here. The only thing you're hurting are my feelings. This thing.
The only thing you're hurting are my feelings. This scene with the card game was the absolute first thing Brandon and I ever filmed together. The first line in the sequence was, you know, asshole. But the actual filming, this was it. We just grabbed a deck of cards and we started to improvise and sat down. And at 2:14 of the video, you can see I crack a bit. I do crack a smile there because I just wasn't expecting. It's the first time I'd ever worked with Brandon. I wasn't expecting that. But I think he and I had an immediate chemistry. And I love working with the guy. He's insanely brilliant.
He's acting all fancy pants. I can't hold it. Okay, here we go.
Here he is in another retail establishment. He is absolutely destroying the place, knocking things down. You wouldn't believe all of the times he and I were kicked out of retail establishments, like the Come Down commercial. Don't know if you're familiar with that one. That was shot in a supermarket, and we had a bunch of angry employees who told us to get the hell out of here. So that was a common occurrence, getting thrown out of places. There's still some places we haven't been thrown out of yet, so we're looking forward to being thrown out of those places as well.
I'm not having it. Too many orbs happening here. Look at this apple. It's a large orb.
How you get this coffee to taste like monkey piss?
Use your panties as a goddamn filter. In my free time, I like to make motivational work.
That was so inconsistent with who Sam was. He used the GD word. So if you look at his videos, Sam never, in any of the other videos that I'm aware of at least, used any of that kind of coarse language. But this was the first time we got together. It was the first day of filming together. We were both in the process of developing our characters. But I assume if we had shot that again today, or even maybe a month later, the GD word would not have been in there because it's kind of inconsistent with who Sam is.
Got videos for young retardeds. Watch me live.
Young retarded. I know, that's a non-PC word.
This is when I perform for kids with cancers. All of them sweet, beautiful orgs.
A milkshake?
I'm not gonna have it.
I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you so much.
Every Sunday. The key to life is you.
Every Sunday. Sam, Brandon knew that I owned a bunch of guns, so he asked if we could use some of them for this scene. And so we started pulling them out, and again, we ad-libbed, and I ended up masturbating with a shotgun, to which he replied every Sunday. When we arrived on the set that morning, nobody knew that that was going to happen.
Just gotta remember to smile each and every day. Can we edit that last part out, please? Can we edit out what just happened? Fix that last bit. Delete what just happened. I'm just your average straight guy.
Yeah, he is anything but your average straight guy, let me tell you. He's a savage. There we go. And there he is. So, that's the story of the first video of Sam and Donna together. I hope you enjoyed my comments, and I hope you enjoy watching Brandon Rogers' videos. He's a really funny guy, and since then I've had the opportunity to play a number of other characters, including Abe Lincoln and Gordon Ramsay recently. So you never know what we're going to come up with, and I'm so grateful to have met Brandon and have the opportunity to work with him. He's insanely brilliant. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already done that, and I'm going to do some more of these reactions. Okay? Bye. I hope to see you soon.